Hi, I'm Michael, and this is California. In the Yearly Cost of Living Adjustment, or COLA, is one of the ways that seniors and people on Social Security Retirement, Social Security Disability, SSDI, and Supplemental Security Income, SSI, get help adjusting for the increasing cost of day-to-day life. But earlier this year, because of the pandemic, it was looking all but certain that the COLA for 2021 would be very small, if not zero. But now that we are into September, it's looking like there might be at least a very small increase because of the improving economy for the COLA. So today we're talking about the 2021 COLA, how much it's estimated to be, and why it may not be enough for seniors and people on disability and SSI, and how it may affect Medicare premiums. Now this is your 5-minute daily dose, so let's make this quick. But before we do that, if you like this information, if you find it interesting, if you find it helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. With the economic information up to the beginning of September, it looks like this year's COLA increase will range anywhere between 0.44% and 1.1%. For 2020, the average Social Security retirement benefit is $1,514 a month. So this means that seniors could see an increase between $6.67 a month to $16.66 a month. The reason for this range is that the COLA is calculated based on something called the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, or the CPIW for short. This basically is what is the average cost for clerical workers who live in the city, and what they do is they take the measurement of the cost of these specific expenses every year and compare them to the current year. So for this year, they'll take the 3-month period that ends September and compare it to the same period last year. And the percentage of difference between the 2 years is what makes up the change in the COLA. But this year, because of the economic slowdown, although things like food costs have gone up, energy costs like the cost of gasoline has dropped down dramatically, leaving the overall increase in cost very small, and thus making the COLA very small as well. But we won't know the official number until the end of September when all the data is in, and the official announcement for the COLA is announced in October. Over the last decade, most years' COLAs on average have been around 1% or slightly more. Only recently in 2018 was the exception when the COLA reached 2.8%. So this year the COLA is going to be slightly lower than usual. But you might think, is a few dollars going to make that big of a difference? Well, actually, yes, the difference of $6 and $16 a month can have quite a large effect on the lives of folks who are only living on fixed incomes. It's also important to understand that for seniors, the cost of living is actually going up a lot more than what the numbers indicate on the CPIW. This is because the CPIW is based off of the life of an average clerical worker, not the life of an average senior or a person on disability. This means it doesn't give adequate weight to things like increased cost of healthcare and prescription drug costs that disproportionately affect seniors and people on disability much more than the general population or the average clerical worker. So without factoring these things in, it means that the CPIW leaves out some of the biggest costs that seniors face and therefore doesn't provide enough increase big enough to account for their specific types of costs. And as a result, seniors end up struggling a little more every single year. Some good news about the low COLA increase for this year is that Medicare Part B premiums that seniors usually pay may not go up as much as it normally does. This is because there's something called a hold harmless provision. Under the provision, if the COLA increases is less than the yearly increase for the Medicare Part B premiums, then the Medicare Part B premium will be reduced to prevent negative Social Security benefits, meaning you don't get less overall Social Security benefits as a result of the increase in Part B. Under this provision, about 43 million seniors, which is about 70%, will not have to pay the increased portion of the Medicare Part B premiums. This 43 million is mainly composed of people who have monthly benefits of about $900 or lower, who would be covered under the provision according to a spokesperson from the Senior Citizens League. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that the hold harmless provision only works for Medicare Part B increases and doesn't cover things like prescription drug plan premium increases, Medicare supplement plan increases, and Medicare Advantage plan increases. These will still have to be paid by the Medicare beneficiary. Overall, it's unfortunate that the way that the COLA is calculated leaves out a lot of the costs seniors have to face every day, therefore actually not providing enough benefits to really cover their daily costs. But it's good to see that the economy is getting better and that there might be, even if it's minor, an increase in the COLA. I know for a lot of folks living on fixed income, like my grandma, every little bit helps. This has been your 5-minute daily dose. I hope that you found it interesting or helpful or at least useful. And if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. Also, we here at California, we know health insurance. So if you have any questions about your health insurance, leave those questions down below and we'll be happy to make a new video or a new post as soon as we can. Now, other than that, I'm Michael and this is California, wishing you a happy, healthy day.